A very warm welcome to you students to online class. We are meeting after a week. I hope you must have done your periodic tests well. Now today I'm going to start with the third chapter of Vistas, Journey to the End of the Earth. It has been written by Tishani Doshi. Now first, this is Tishani Doshi and I'll tell you something about her. Tishani Doshi was born in the city formerly known as Madras in 1975. This Madras is now known as Chennai. She has published 6 books of poetry and fiction. Her essays, poems, and short stories have been widely anthologized. In 2012, she represented India at a historical gathering of world poets for poetry at the South Bank Centre, London. Her famous work is Countries of the Body, The Plea, and she was Indian by nationality. Now I'll give you the introduction of the lesson. The lesson revolves around the world's most preserved place, Antarctica. I'll show you Antarctica. This is Antarctica, how beautiful it is. Not many people have been there, but out of the few that have, Tishani Doshi is the one, a South Indian person who went on an expedition with a group of teenagers affiliated with Students on Ice program initiated by Geoff Green. And she takes young minds to different ends of the world. Thus, it gives an insight into how Antarctica is, the place you should visit to have a glimpse of the past, present, and the future in its real form. Now I'll give you synopsis, that is the assimilation, means the gist in short. Millions of years ago, there was a supercontinent known as Gondwana, from which Antarctica and India are supposed to have been parted off. The situation, however, was completely different from how it is right now. There were no humans and the climate was warmer, which gave rise to huge varieties of flora and fauna. Gondwana flourished for 500 million years till dinosaurs got extinct and human beings came into existence. The huge continent was then forced into segregation. Segregation means split up, separation, to form countries and the world as we know of it today. It's to understand the significance of Cordilleran folds. These are the Cordilleran folds. These are the mountain ranges and Precambrian shields. Precambrian shields are the part of the sea which is exposed and the rocks are formed there. It's known as Precambrian shields also. Ozone and carbon, evolution and extinction. When you think about all that can happen in a million years, it can get pretty mind-boggling. Mind-boggling means confusing. Imagine India pushing towards north, jamming against Asia to buckle its crust and form the Himalayas. South America drifting off to join North America, opening up the Drake Passage to create a cold circumpolar current, keeping Antarctica frigid, very cold, desolate, and at the bottom of the world. Now, the difficult words that are used in this chapter are expansive, covering wide area in terms of space or scope, profound, very great, or intense, isolation, is separation. Landmass, a continent or other large body of land. Amalgamated, combined, or united to form one structure. Supercontinent, a former large continent from which other continents are held to have broken off and drifted away. Thrived, prosper, flourish, and Cordilleran folds, an extensive chain of mountains and mountain ranges. Precambrian granite shields, as I have already told you, large areas of relatively low elevation, elevation means height, that form part of continental masses, mind-boggling, overwhelming, or startling. Frigid, very cold in temperature. Desolate, uninhabited, and giving an impression of bleak emptiness. There are some more difficult words. Surreal, unusual. Austral, relating to the south hemisphere, ubiquitous everywhere. Avalanche, snowslide. Calving, split and shed. Consecrates, make or declare sacred. Immersion, submerge. Prognosis, a forecast, is likely outcome of a situation. Paltry, petty. Petty means very small, insignificant. Ruckus, a row or commotion. Etching, engraved. Unmitigated, unconditional. Then the gist of the story. In the beginning, the author talks about her journey to one of the coldest, driest, and windiest continent on Earth, that is Antarctica. I have already shown you Antarctica. She went there on a Russian research vessel known as Skolesky, Academic Skolesky. This is the vessel you can see. The author is South Indian who began her journey from Madras. On her voyage, she crossed 9 time zones, 6 checkpoints, 3 water bodies, and just as many ecospheres. Ecospheres are the patches on the planet where ecological balance is better than the other patches. Ecosphere is the smaller version of ecological balance. Now I'll show you how is ecosphere. Ecosphere is shown, it can be created in the glass jars at home also to understand. I'll show you a video, then you can see. Now just watch. What is an ecosphere? It's a self-sustaining little world containing algae, microorganisms, and marine shrimp. See, every ecosphere is handcrafted to our exacting sizes and is available in a variety of sizes. All these are glass jars. How beautiful they look. Now I will show you 3 water bodies which they had to cross. Indian Ocean, then Pacific Ocean, then Oceania. These 3 water bodies they crossed to reach Antarctica. Now it's all for today. The task is read the chapter and write the difficult words with their meanings. Meanings have been given in the video. Thank you and have a good day.